Hello. Sorry that this is different than how I wanted it to be. My document camera, for some reason, would not let me record this morning. So today we are still going to be taking notes on identifying integers and their opposites. The first thing I need you to do is get out a sheet of paper or open to your notes section in your math notebook. At the top of the page, please write today's date, which is September 14th, identifying integers and their opposites. Last week, you did an interactive video, hopefully, on your Google Classroom, and all this is doing is bringing together those vocabulary words and the activities that you did last week to kind of make sure that you have them all together in one place, that you can refer back to them during assignments that you do or to study for upcoming tests and quizzes. So the very first thing is to actually to define integers. Integers are the set of whole numbers and their opposites. So that brings in a whole nother ball game of, do you actually remember what whole numbers are? So whole numbers are your counting numbers. And we always start with 0 when we're counting. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. If you were to create, and I'm going to go ahead and get a pen here. If you were to create a Venn diagram of, if you were to create a Venn diagram of the two sets of numbers that we are talking about, the whole numbers would be inside of the integers. So integers are just a bigger set of numbers than whole numbers. Integers include positive and negative numbers. So positive numbers are numbers that are greater than 0. If they're greater than 0, they are to the right of 0 on the number line. Negative numbers are less than 0. Greater and less are opposites. So if positive numbers are to the right of 0, then negative numbers have to be to the left of 0. This whole chapter talks about number lines, graphing numbers on a number line, graphing a number and its opposite on a number line, graphing the absolute value of a number, graphing integers in order to be able to compare them and order them. So we need to kind of talk about a number line a little bit. When we have a number line, we always have 0 in the middle. That number line can be horizontal like this one, or it can be vertical like a thermometer. But the positive numbers would go towards the right. The negative numbers will go towards the left. If it were vertical, so if it ran up and down, and I know this is red, but let's see if I can make it a different color. So if it ran up and down like this would be a vertical number line. You would still have 0 in the middle, but your positives would be up and your negatives would be down. So 0 is our starting point. That is also how we can find an opposite. So opposites are numbers that are the same distance from 0 on opposite sides of 0. So we know that up and down are opposites. We know that left and right are opposites. If you were given a number, 5 is positive, its opposite would be negative. So the opposite of a positive number is a negative number, and the opposite of a negative number is a positive number. If we are graphing these given numbers and their opposites, we would need a point directly on the number line above 5 And then we'd also need a dot directly on the number line above -5. To graph -9 and +9, we would put a dot right on the number line above 9 and right on the number line above -9. I would like for you to make sure that you have this whole page copied into, and I'm going to erase this so that it's not on there, copied into your math notebook. If you do not have a math notebook yet, please copy it into your or onto a piece of paper. You will be able to view just this slide by itself once I'm done recording. And I can also put up an image of just this on your Google Classroom so that it opens larger. Hopefully this helps clear up and bring this together, and I can't wait to see you guys again. Have a great day.